Paul Bunion. Scene 1, small town in Wyoming, early 1900s. Long ago in a small Wyoming town, an unusual baby was born. When he was only 2 weeks old, he weighed more than 100 pounds. For breakfast each morning, he ate 5 dozen eggs, 10 sacks of potatoes, and half an apple. Their parents loved their baby Paul. However, when he was 9 months old and started crawling, the real problem began. Hey, Mr. Bunion, what are you going to do with that baby? Just yesterday, he crawled across your yard and the whole township. People thought it was an earthquake.
And when you tried to take him swimming in the lake, his splashing nearly flooded all the houses along the village shore. I guess he is getting too big for the village, so you have to find another place for him to grow.
So Paul's parents held a giant taller to cave in the Uinta Mountains, far away from civilization, and set a cheerful goodbye, and left him with just an axe, a knife, and a fishing pole.
Scene 2, deep Wyoming woods, 20 years later.
Beard acts like 20 years.
Paul made the best of the situation. He learned to hunt and fish quite well. He took care of himself during the harsh winters and sometimes hot summers. However, nothing prepared him for the winter storm that occurred on his 21st birthday. He looked out of the window and discovered that a great blue snow had fallen.
He's not a bad guy.
And from all that snow, Paul heard a noise drifting across the land. He started to look out for the source of it. Who's there? Where are you?
What is that? I can't see it.
Oh, wait.
Oh, I'm coming.
Okay. All of a sudden, Paul noticed a blue tail peeking out of the snow. He aimed at it and popped up the biggest baby bear on earth. Except it was as blue as the snow on the ground. Paul brushed it off, warmed it up, and decided to name his new friend Fish.
Scene 4, at the Bear River logging camp in Wyoming. Scene 3, the hospital land. Next 10 years. From then on, Paul and Babe were inseparable. Babe grew so fast that Paul liked to close his eyes for a minute, to count to 10, and see how much Babe had grown. Sometimes he would be a whole foot taller. Paul was growing stronger too. As he noticed more pioneers moving into the woods, he decided he could help them out. He decided to invent logging and set off to clear the land for their houses and towns. Babe, stand up. We're gonna knock down the fort. Timber!
take down a whole line of trees and went to move his axe. He decided that he would need a river and a logging camp. He packed up his things, and he and Babe started off for Bear River in Wyoming. Since Babe and Paul could cover a whole mile in a single step, it only took them a week to travel there. Once there, Paul hired a man named Shotgun Percent to be his camping foreman, his logging camp foreman. The two became fast friends and were good at solving the challenges at life at a logging camp with their objects.
Hey Paul, look how crooked this river is. If we send these logs somewhere, they're going to get stuck.
Babe, I've got an idea.
Paul took a rope and tied one end around Babe and the other end around the end of the river. He gave Babe a slap on the rope and he managed to pull out all the kinks of the river until it was straight as a gum barrel. They were able to send so many logs down that river that they grew to be the biggest logging camp in the world. Paul hired over 1,000 lumberjacks that were over 10 feet tall and could pop at least 6 buttons off their shirt. This created the next challenge for Paul. Hey Paul, my cooks aren't able to keep up with feeding all of these men. They're getting grumpy because they're so hungry. Any suggestions?
Let's make a giant griddle and start a bonfire under it. And strap butter on the cook's feet and have an ice skate around.
Great, good thinking.
Things continued to run smoothly at the camp until the year of the hard winter came. Shot came to Paul with a new call.
Hey boss, the woodsmen can't hear my orders. They just hang there stiff as ice wood.
Let's have Babe haul all of your frozen words to spray.
Sure enough, when spring came, Shot's orders started done all throughout the woods. People could hear his orders. It got a little confusing at times, telling the difference between the old and new orders, but they survived and the camp continued to flourish.
Well, there are stories and stories to tell about Paul Babe and the Wyoming Lumber Company. For many years, old lumberjacks would sit around the bonfires and tell about the good times with Paul. The old loggers are all gone now, but many of their stories still hang frozen in the cold forest air of the North Woods, just waiting to be told. Come spring, when they start to fall, some of them might sit and just start telling themselves it's going to happen.